Amber Guyger got sentenced to 10 years today, and I'm willing to place a bet she don't make it past 2. And these photos right here is the reason why. Amber Guyger murdered a black man who was in his own home, minding his business, doing what he was supposed to be doing, and this is the treatment she get. The top 2 pictures is after she was sentenced. The bottom picture is after she was convicted. Top left, as you can see, is the victim's brother. Top right is the judge. And the bottom is the cop that fixes her hair after she was instructed by the other cop behind her. How can we truly be taken serious by our own people if this is the kind of fuck shit that's going on? How? You can't sit here and complain about the mistreatment or what's going on, how we being treated, and how other people perceive it, why people aren't watching it, why aren't anybody else saying anything, if this is the kind of mentality you're going to have when somebody, one of our brothers, is murdered the way they were. Look at this.
The deputies, so I suspect that maybe they will be leaving the courthouse.
Watch the cop. Watch the cop.
The deputies, so
see, he pointed that hand?
Maybe they will be leaving the courthouse under
see that?
Police escort.
Back with you were saying that there was sort of a flurry of activity, and all of a sudden there were
black man gets murdered in cold blood, and she gets her hair cut.
Hey, something's going on.
Now, after she got sentenced, because I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. I'm really not. Now, after she got sentenced, I want y'all to see this.
We, the jury, find unanimously that the defendant did not cause...
I'm sorry, wrong video. This is after she got sentenced. It's the judge. Just the judge. She's going to appeal. And again, she won't spend no more than 2 years behind bars. Because that's the way she's being handled. With kid gloves. Amazing. Murder! She was convicted of murder. Listen to her sentence.
We, the jury, find unanimously that the defendant did not cause the death of Botham Jean while under the immediate influence of sudden passion arising from an adequate cause, and assess the defendant's punishment at 10 years imprisonment in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice. In addition, we assess a fine of $0, and it's signed by the presiding juror. Would you like to have the jury poll?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any legal reason why this sentence should not now be imposed? It is therefore the order, judgment, and
I mean, 10 years for murder. And then you watch this shit. Listen. When you go up for appeal, you have to show remorse. You have to be, humble and docile and whatnot. These fuck faces right here made her appeal a drop in the... I mean, it's gonna be so easy. It's so easy a caveman can do it. Her appeal is gonna be a cakewalk. She will not be punished. She will not be punished. Because these idiots is all on her, hugging her, and all types of crazy, goofy shit. I mean, why is this necessary? Oh, he forgives. Forgive what? She killed your brother in cold. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Let me explain y'all something. If something was to ever happen to me, God forbid it does. Ancestor forbid it does. Watch over me. something ever was to happen to me, and you see anybody in my family hugging the murderer of me, make sure you scream from a mountaintop, fuck that family member. Make sure you scream from a mountaintop saying, there ain't no shit that Marv would ever condone. So I don't know what's going on with that family, but I'm not rocking with that, and fuck that family member. I'm giving y'all permission right now. So if something happened to me and you see my family hugging the fucking murderer, talking about they forgive him, say there ain't no shit Marvin would do, rest in piss, you motherfucker, because that's the type of shit that Marvin would have been on. So Marvin is rolling over in his grave, kicking and stumping, because y'all over here hugging and kissing his murderer talking about y'all forgive him. So fuck that. If you see anybody in my family do some shit like that, if something ever happened to me, that ain't no shit I condone. I don't co-sign it. You can book it right here on this episode. I'ma even name this shit something that you can easily remember. It's gonna be some. I'm gonna name it like no co-signing, no sympathy for murder or whatever. I'm gonna name it something, and I'm gonna put a clip out specifically on this part saying, and I quote: "If somebody do something to me or harm me or take me away from this world and put me upon with the ancestors, and my family is hugging my murderers, I don't give a fuck who it is, kids, whoever, anybody hugging that murderer, fuck them." That's the type of time we gotta be on. Zero tolerance. Ain't no forgiving. Marvin, don't forgive him. Period. They can burn in hell. Marvin, don't forgive his murderer. Forgiveness is for suckers. That's what I'm gonna call this episode. Forgiveness is for suckers. Let me write that down too so I don't forget, because I know I be getting to my mode. Where's that? Forgiveness is for suckers. Let me make sure we write this down. We're going to be talking about a whole lot of forgiveness on this. Because that's a bunch of bullshit. I don't know if these motherfuckers already got paid. I don't know what it's going to be. It's going to be hard to get paid when you in there hugging the murderer. It's going to be real hard for a civil suit to happen when they see y'all hugging and forgiving. Y'all real coddly with the murderer. So how exactly are you going to now go after a civil suit? Because you know that always what happens. You get the criminal first and go for civil. Forget it. He hugging her tight too. Like he want to hit that. He hugging real tight. That's the Christian way. They ain't know what God y'all serving. My God and my ancestors don't tolerate that. My God and my ancestors give me permission to protect myself and protect my family and loved ones. My God and my ancestors are very understanding, and they understand that you protect you and your family at all costs. You die for your family. And if anybody harm your family, you have the permission to harm them. My God ain't that kind of... My God don't forgive. Not people that try to oppose his will. God has a plan for me. My God and my ancestors have a plan for me. Somebody who wants to intervene with their plan are not somebody that my God and my ancestors are willing to forgive. Therefore, forgiveness is for suckers. If you serving a God that tells you to do this, you serving the wrong God. You serving a sucker. I don't pray to that person. Whoever that is you think you pray, I don't pray to that person. We not praying to the same person. Look, forgiveness is for suckers. We're not praying to the same person. If your God is telling you that's okay, we're not praying to the same person, and I see you where I see you. Because one thing I'm not doing is I'm not letting nobody harm my family unpunished. It is what it is. My family has to understand I would die for them. Lay my life on the line for them. No one will harm my family. I know some of y'all like to think like, man, you gotta forgive, because if I gotta sit here, let my family get harmed, then forgive someone to get to the pearly gates, I don't want to be in those pearly gates, because that's a pearly gate full of suckers. That's a pearly gate full of suckers, and I'm not with it. I don't want to be there. My ancestors and my gods don't roll that way. I want to be with my people. We ain't suckers where I'm from. My ancestors ain't suckers. My God ain't no sucker. So I don't need to be where you at. Where you want to go, go there. Have fun, enjoy yourself, be a sucker with the rest of everybody else that's up there with you, or wherever the hell y'all at. But where I'm going, we ain't with that shit. We good. Nope. I know y'all like to be all, oh my God, to be so forgiving. Go be forgiven. Go be forgiven on your own. Because I ain't with you. I ain't with you. But I don't want to hang on that too long. Because that's what it is. Those people decided to be suckers so they can be suckers on their own. I ain't about to be with them. I'm not going to be a sucker with you. Tell you that much. What the hell? What the hell? How do I fit in there, man? No! Oh, shit. I fucked up my thing. Whatever. I'll fix it later. Damn. Oopsies. Alright. Well, I had my topics on that note that I had, but yeah, I know. Hold on, yeah, I'm just trying to see if I can recover my topics. There's only 2 other topics. Oh, let's get to it. We're going to talk about the fall of the Democratic Party. It's gorgeous. Listen, if y'all see me teasing like this, trying to check on T, it's because my sis is fixed. If y'all been watching my videos for long, you know I had a gap, and now that gap is gone. Thanks to Smile Direct. Speaking of, get my shit back there. Put my shit back there. Hold on. Put them trays back there. Now, the Democratic Party is scrambling for the little dignity that they thought they had left. At this point, Bernie was pulled off his campaign because he had some chest pains. Old as fuck. He had some chest pains. Cory Booker is non-existent. Kamala Harris is taking a free fall. Elizabeth Warren looking real shaky. Joe Biden is trying to look diet. Like I told you, Joe Biden is diet. He's diet Republican. Marianne Williamson is probably the only person that black people should take serious, but she has no chance. And then of course Nancy Pelosi announced the impeachment of Donald Trump, and then overnight he gets like $20 million. So what's essentially happening is the Democrats are trying to shame black people to vote. And lately, they've been seeing the black turnout is not as good. It damn sure wasn't good in 2016. They feel like, and I told you they blame black people for losing the election. That's why they hell bent on these immigration laws. I told y'all this before. The Democrats, whatever their name is, the Democrats plan to replace the black vote with the immigrant vote. The problem is, when these immigrants get over here, they align themselves with the other side. So the Democrats get them over here, get them protected, get all these laws where You can be an undocumented immigrant and get health insurance, get driver's license, sanctuary cities. There was a situation where a cop just got suspended down in Virginia because he handed over an illegal immigrant with 4 warrants out for his arrest over to ICE in a sanctuary city. So the Democrats are trying to replace us foundational black Americans with immigrants because they know with immigrants they can yield that threat of, hey, you better get in line or we're going to send you back where you came from. Because all we got to do is trump up some bullshit charge, as we do for all the other ones. Trump up some bullshit charge, make it to where we can extradite you and send you on your way. Or deport you, and send you on your way. So, with foundational black Americans, you know where we can go. This is our land. We built this motherfucker. We were here. We're the originals. And the ones brought over in the slave trade. So, there's nowhere for us to go. So they can't send us back anywhere. Mass incarceration, it got the money they need to get, but that's starting to become, a fallacy. So they're resulting to outright murder, Amber Guyger style, where now they not only can kill you in the streets, they can come into your home, kick your door in, force entry into your home, and go ahead and murder you in cold blood and then get 10 years in jail, which we know that's not going to be 10 years, 2 years max. So this is where we are at this point. So the Democrats are now like, well, these fuckfaces are pretty much abandoning us because we've been getting their vote for free without providing anything. So now these fuckfaces are pretty much abandoning us and we don't know what to do. Oh, I know what we do. We bring over the immigrants. Loom the deportation over their head. See, because the Republicans, they looking like, yo, they don't even want you over here. We at least gonna let you over here. But you better get down how you're supposed to get down. And then what happens is they get over here and they get around everybody. They like, I like this way better. And then they go on the other side and they start aligning themselves with white supremacy. Real quick. They start taking on these coon vibes real quick. You know what I mean? And then next thing you know, this is what we got. So that's what's happening. So the Democrats are on their last straw. They're grasping for straws. As far as finding a replacement voting base for the black American base that they lost, because they lost us, it's no getting us back. We have now decided to flex our political power, and we will make demands, and if our demands aren't met, you can address us directly. Stop lumping us in with people of color and all other bullshit. If you can't meet our demands directly, you can't get our vote. And if you don't get our vote, you will never win another election, and Democrats know it. So they either need to regain our vote or replace us, and they know they can't regain it, so they're going to try and replace us. The thing is, the people that's going to keep winning the election are going to go against the shit that y'all trying to do. And we will put that on our agenda. We know what's going on. We know that these immigrants are being brought in to undermine us. So we will we will start pushing for anti-immigration bills that are going to sit here and let any and everybody come over here and try and replace us. And it's not even about replacing us. It's about the whole fallacy that we are a lost cause, so you got to bring in another working class to replace us. The problem is y'all can't control us anymore. Y'all can't get the free vote anymore. So now y'all think y'all just going to say, hey, fuck them. We're going to let them go by the wayside, replace them, replace their numbers because they're only 12% in the country, replace their asses, and then we're going to go ahead and move on and keep stumping forward and doing what we want to do into our dictatorship. We're going to take those guns away. We're going to take away that freedom of speech. Because Democrats are the only ones on Twitter asking Twitter to take people's Twitter pages down so they can lose their voices. So, again, I told y'all this last episode. I told y'all, when we get a dictatorship, if it was to happen, it will come from a Democratic Party. The current Democratic Party as we know. But they are in a free fall right now, and they're not going to go out like this. They will go down with a vengeance. I swear, they will go down with their vengeance, and the people that are going to feel the wrath is the people that they blame for them falling, and that is going to be the black Americans, the foundational black Americans. That is what's going to happen. And I truly don't know what we can do is we need to find candidates. Trump, bring up our own candidates, bring our own candidates through. Let them know specifically what we want, and they'll get the vote for it. And whoever party they're affiliated with it, I honestly don't give a damn. We have to focus on our personal needs as a voting base, because they will try and replace us. I promise you, they will. So are we gonna let them replace us, or are we gonna be like, nah, fuck out of here? They want forgiveness. Forgiveness is for suckers. Y'all want forgiveness. Y'all got to put some on the table for us, because you're not about to just get forgiveness for nothing. Get us out here voting, talking about any of us are better than Trump. No, y'all not. No. We know what we get. We know what we get with Trump. We've been with him for 3 years. We know what we get. What y'all trying to provide is to undermine us and replace us. Y'all get in power, y'all gonna have the ability to write all these laws and get these immigrants in and get us the fuck up out of there. I don't think so. No. We need to actually get y'all out the Senate and we need to get y'all to Congress, period. Senate and the House of Representatives, we need to get y'all the fuck up out of there. Because y'all about to try and get us out of there. So maybe we need to take y'all power away, ease y'all up, and make y'all go ahead and specifically say what you're gonna do for black Americans. Because I like to be slick. And we're not having it. We're not having it. It's that simple. But, I mean, this is going to be a short episode, man. It's actually everything I got for y'all today. Until next week. Also, make sure you follow me on all social media platforms. I'm going to be putting out more micro content. Instead of the long form videos like these, I'm going to go ahead and start putting out micro content. So make sure you follow me on all social media network at Marv Crittenden, MarvCrittenden. Where the hell is my Marv Crittenden thing that I made for this damn show? I see it. Let me put it back in here real quick. Show me real quick. It ain't gonna be. So I can just put this on the screen for y'all. Put this on here. Boom. Look at that. Boom. Follow your boy. Alright? We out. Peace.